Hi, today we're going to be discussing just how to do your journal entry. Most of this video will be used also in Module 15 for another journal entry that you'll be doing, but we're talking about the journal entry for Module 6 right now. So we're going to click on the Module 6 journal entry, and you will see that I have some nice colors in the instructions. I do this on purpose because you also are going to have to highlight things. So let's first talk about the assignment. The first thing you're going to do is imagine that you're a parent of a family of 4 children in the late 1800s. Now, a journal is not a letter and it's not an essay. A journal is like a diary. Look up what a diary or a journal is if you are unsure, but you're writing it as information that you want to remember years from now, or maybe 100 years from now, somebody can look at your journal and see what life was like. So it's kind of like you're living back in the late 1800s, and now you have a chance of telling people what life was like. In this specific journal, you're writing as if you're raising children in tenement housing and the problems associated with not only tenement housing, but urban growth for the era and also the working conditions in the factories. Please do not talk about working on the farms, because that would not be tenement housing, that would not be urban growth, and that would not be the working conditions that we're looking for in this assignment. So you're looking as if you're living in the city, late 1800s, like New York City, Chicago, one of the big cities that had tenement housing. And you want to be able to remember what life was like. Key terms from the chapter might be great to include in your journal entry. Big part of the assignment is to highlight your key detailed words. You're going to highlight the words about tenement housing in one color. You're going to highlight the words about urban growth. And we're just talking about key words in another color, and a third color will be the working conditions. The reason I do this is because you might go back, and after you've written your entire journal and you think it's done, you go back to highlight your tenement housing. And you might have, oh, there's a detail, good, I got that one in. Oh, good, there's another one, there's another, highlight. And then you go, okay, now I'm going to highlight in another color for urban growth. And you realize you only have 1 or 2 details about urban growth. And all of a sudden you say, okay, I don't have much about urban growth. I need to add some more. So I do the highlighting so that you know that you have all the requirements in. And then you'll do a third color for working conditions. And you might say, oh, look I have all these details about working conditions, or I don't have very many details about working conditions. How much did I make working in the factories? Did people get hurt? Just so all kinds of, how many hours did I work? All kinds of details that you could add. So again, you're writing this as a journal entry. You are to be very detailed about how it was living in tenement housing, how it was in the working conditions, and in the urban growth, the city growing daily. It's not enough to just say I was working in the factories, or the city's growing every day, or that we live in tenement housing. Okay, that's not details. We want all the details for you to include. 500 words is approximately 2 pages double spaced. You will notice that I do not have MLA format here. The reason I don't is because if you label it at the top, you're going to have today's date. But a journal needs to have the date from the late 1800s, because you're writing it as if you are from there. Now let's go to the rubric, because that's going to show you how you can score the most points. So I'm going to scroll back down to Module 6. Underneath the journal entry is the journal entry rubric. This is the same rubric that will be used in Module 15. So when I do the video for the journal assignment in Module 15, I will not be going over the rubric again. I will just talk about it. Notice that the details is worth 15 out of 30 points. In other words, that's half your grade. So the details should show you that this is the most important. Did you express it as a journal is worth up to 4 points? Did you use the right grammar, mechanics, and spelling is up to 2 points? Did you meet the length requirement? That's up to 4 points. And did you highlight the words in 3 different colors, the detailed words about the different areas in 3 different colors? So that's how you get the most points. I hope you enjoy this. Bye-bye.